Today I'm going to share with you my updated how I curl my long hair. It's been a long time since I've done a tutorial on how I curl my hair, and I know that the technique most of the times remains the same, but when my hair was shorter I used a different technique, but now that it's longer I kind of wanted to update you guys on what I do. And also, if you don't understand why my hair is so light and so different, please watch my previous video where I show you everything about my new hair. I tell you about the new color and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get to the tutorial. So I'm going to be using my Enrapture Encode Totem Styler, and I've had this for years and years and years, and this is by far the best hair curling wand that I've ever used on my hair. It has different heating settings, so the barrel actually divides in 3 sections, and you can have the barrel from heat 1 to 3 separately, so you can see these numbers there. 1, 2, 3. At the moment I've got it all in 3, which is kind of like the highest heating setting, which will give you a tighter curl. I'm going to be kind of skipping the clip, because when my hair is a bit longer I don't find that I need the clip as much. When my hair was shorter, definitely needed the clip because the ends of my hair were kind of near my face, and if you don't use the clips you can't quite get the ends of your hair as curled as it can be, and it looks a bit weird here. Well, for what I like, it looked a bit weird near my face, and because my hair is longer now the ends are kind of like down there, so they don't stand out too much. So I'm going to show you how I do this. It's very quick, very simple and very easy. I don't section my hair in any particular way. I basically just divide it in 2 like that, and then I get my hair bubble and get this one section out of the way just so that it doesn't get mixed. So the way that my hairdresser taught me to do so that I can get a nice glam effect is to do the curls all away from my face on this one side and away from my face on this side, and then at the back they kind of meet in the middle and they look nice and neat. Sometimes I like to do alternating, one curl away, one curl towards my face, and that gives a lot more volume. But today I'm going to do kind of all to the same direction on both sides. I usually start from the back and then work my way to the front, just because I find it easier to, when I finish one section, I put it to the back of my face like that. But you can do whatever you feel that's easier for you. So I'm going to put my curler here on the bed, and I've got a little heat protectant mat that comes with it so that it doesn't burn my sheets. And I'm going to start from the back like this. Just get like smaller sections, not tiny but like small-ish sections of hair. I don't start from the root. I kind of direct my hair around the curler like this, and I only leave it for a few seconds because this has been on for quite a while, so it will be nice and hot. So then I just let go, and as you can see it's a nice beautiful loose curl, and then just put it to the back and carry on doing the exact same thing all around. Oopsie, sometimes the stand can get in the way. Just try my best not to burn my fingers in the process, which always happens. And I find curling my hair long much quicker than when I had shorter hair, which is why I've kept it long after I had a baby. I really wanted to cut my hair short because James, my son, doesn't leave my hair alone, but I just can't be dealing with the hassle of styling my hair when it's short. I find it so much easier to style when it's long, so I've kept it long. I also like myself with long hair a bit more, so it suits me at the moment. I might change my mind, you never know. So I just put the curls to the back there and go around doing the exact same thing. This literally, when I'm in a rush, this takes about 10-15 minutes, and it's not the kind of thing that I would do. This is definitely a treat. It's not something that I would essentially do every time I have to get ready. And if I want to look extra nice and extra polished, I will take these 10-15 minutes to do this, and it makes such a difference, especially if you have highlighted hair, because you can really see the highlights a bit more with the curls. So there's no secret there. I mean, it really is practice. Curling your hair really is practice. A lot of people, like my family and friends, they always ask me, how do you do your hair so nicely? How do you manage to curl it? I've practiced so much, I've done these so many times, that now I know the way that it looks nice on my hair. But if you're looking for general tips, what I would say is try not to get the curler like that or horizontally. Try to get it as much vertically as possible so that the curls fall more naturally. Sometimes I can't get it quite completely vertical without burning my head, so I kind of wrap the hair around when it's horizontal and then I put it like that. And I think this gives me the best finish. If you can hear screams on the background, that's my lovely son. He is going through a stage of screaming, and yeah, we just have to deal with it here at home. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. So we're nearly done with this side, only this bit to go. Towards the front, I like to make the sections a bit smaller because I just like to have more control over how they look. And like I said, I don't do the roots. I leave a few inches between the curler and the roots. I'm not a huge fan of like crazy mad volume. I like a bit of volume, so if you like loads and loads of volume, maybe you can start a little bit closer to your roots. And this curler is so easy to travel with because that little mat that I showed you before, the heat protectant mat, also doubles up as a case. It has a zipper on the outside, and then you can zip this closed in your suitcase. I'm not really happy with this piece. Just because it's at the front, I like to get it a little bit more perfected. I think the ends need to be a little bit nicer there. Here you go, that's better. And I'm already being called for downstairs. I think Daddy and Baby have finished lunch and Mummy needs to go and sort out the mess. It feels so nice to curl my hair after a really long time, because before I had my hair highlighted, I just didn't bother curling my hair when it was all one colour. It looked nice, but it really didn't make that much of a difference. I can tell a bigger difference when my hair is lighter, because I can see the colour so much better. And so I'm making an effort today. The last two pieces at the front, I like to be really careful with it because I don't like it to be too curly, so I spend a little bit less time on them. I don't leave it for as long as I left the other ones. Just enough for it to get some shape, and then off they come. And then finally the last front piece, making sure that the ends look nice at the front, because these are shorter pieces. So that's the one side done, and it looks really crazy curly now, but I will kind of smooth them so that they fall a little bit nicer. But that's what it looks like. One side done. Now I'm going to go and do the other side, and I'll come back to show you the result. So that's the hair done. Let's now get this in a more manageable condition, but as you can see, it comes, the curls come out quite nicely. These curls are still going to drop throughout the day. They're going to look a lot more natural, and I'm going to do something now to make them less tight. I've just turned my curler off. So first I'm going to throw my hair forward, and I'm going to very lightly kind of tease my roots with my fingers, and that will help to lift up the hair so it doesn't go flat as quickly. And it's nice to do this whilst the curls are still hot, so that they take the shape and they keep that shape. So I like to go like that all around, just kind of lift up the roots. And then very gently, without destroying the curls, I go with my fingers, kind of molding them into the shape that I want them to be. Because like I said, I don't like too much volume, but I do like to have a little bit of volume. And then last but not least, which seems very counterproductive, I just like to tie my hair up like this with my hand to see what the hair would look like on a ponytail, which I think looks quite nice. And then I'll just smooth all of the curls with my fingers, just so that they get a nice bouncy texture, but not too tight or not too I don't know, I'm just a bit funny with the way that I like my hair to look. So that is the finished look. Like I said, throughout the day these curls are still going to drop loads, but as you can see they look really nice and glam and bouncy and shiny, and that's kind of like my favourite thing about hair. I love hair to look shiny and bouncy but not to feel crispy, and that's why I don't apply hairspray for everyday things. I only go for hairspray when it's a special occasion or something like that, because I like to kind of feel the texture of my hair really nice and soft and bouncy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it useful or helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos from me. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!